Namaste, my friends, and welcome to Calm, a gentle, peace-inducing yoga practice. This is a practice you can come to anytime you need to slow things down, to connect deeply with your heart, with your core, true self, and to tap into that inner reservoir, that inner reserve of peace. And as we all know, life can be very stressful. The conditions, situations, relationships in our lives can bring so much upheaval. We can envision that as waves on the sea. And these waves at times can get really big, they can get really overwhelming, or sometimes they're smaller, but it's always in this kind of dynamic of flow and of flux. And that's always going to keep changing. It's not that we can always make that ocean calm, but deep, deep at the heart of the ocean, there is this incredible, impenetrable calm. There is this deep sense of peace. And that's what we're going to be tapping into today. And this is exactly what lies at the very essence of your being, of all of our beings. And so when we tap into that calm, when we tap into that essence, we're able to bring the peace from within us to the different situations and conditions and relationships in our lives. And this is a very beautiful and healing thing. So I welcome you to this practice. I invite you to have with you a cushion, a pillow, a bolster to sit on and to use at times during the practice. And you may also want to have a strap with you. You can use a scarf, you can use a towel, anything that works well in that way. And so let's begin. We're going to start in Sukhasana, the easy, sweet meditation pose. So just crossing the legs here, feeling the opening through the hips, grounding of the knees toward the earth. And we're going to bring our left hand over the heart space, right fingertips lightly touching the ground beside us. So just letting yourself connect with your own heart and with the heart of Mother Earth. Shoulders are relaxing down toward the hips. Crown of the head is rising toward the sky. And I invite you to close gently the windows of the eyes. Let the awareness dive within. And let's start here with a few deep cleansing breaths. So the oxygen, the air, the prana enters in through the nostrils here, filling the body from head to toes. And as you exhale, open the mouth out and breathe the breath out with a sound, with a sigh. Ha. Just letting go. Enjoying, savoring a couple more deep cleansing breaths here as you allow yourself to really land and arrive into your body, into your breath, into this very moment. Let's consciously dissolve away the past and the future. So we're coming into fullness of presence here. Deep inhalation, full exhalation, cleansing breath. Beautiful. And now we're going to start into a pranayama, a regulation of the breath. And this one is called samavriti. So we're going to keep the mouth closed now. Keep a little bit of space between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. And you can have the tongue, the tip of the tongue, resting on just the top roof of the mouth, just behind the upper teeth, to help focus the energy here, focus into flow. And for this regulation of breath, samavriti means equal fluctuations. So our inhalation is going to be equal to the suspension of breath, which is going to be equal to the exhalation, and then the suspension of breath after that. So first, just take a big inhalation and exhalation here, grounding down through your energetic roots. And now we're going to inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4. Suspend the breath. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling deep. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, and pause. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Keeping the eyes closed here. We're now going to rest our right hand over the left, just bringing lots of warmth and energy into the heart. And take a moment here to connect with your intention for this time of practice. This intention which is connecting deeply with our deep reservoir of calm, of peace, of releasing stresses and tensions, of really connecting powerfully to the very core and essence of your being. So just breathe your own personal intention here, giving it some life, giving it some energy, smiling if that feels good. And we invite all the loving, powerful forces of the universe to support you, support all of us in manifesting the highest form of that intention. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands now out to the sides, fingertips lightly touching the earth. And we're going to inhale, sweeping the arms up toward the sky, palms joined together. And then as we exhale, relax the shoulders here and rub your hands together. Create some nice heat and warmth between the palms. Then inhale, reach up high toward the light. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring the thumbs to the third eye, bringing light and clarity to the mind space. Keep exhaling, bringing the thumbs to the heart space, grounding in at the sternum, bringing light, love, and compassion to the heart. Keep exhaling, ground your hands to the earth, dive forward with the upper body, soften the forehead toward the ground here, grounding the light to the earth. Inhaling, uncurling through the spine, sweep the arms up into the sun breath. Palms pressed together. As we exhale, we're just going to rub those hands together, activating energy from the palms. Good. And then inhale, reaching up toward the light. Exhale, bringing that light as a blessing to the third eye, Ajna Chakra. Bringing the light to the heart, Anahata Chakra. And then bringing that light to Mother Earth, grounding it here. Beautiful. And then slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra. Letting your hands rest lightly on the lap. And let's just do a few shoulder circles through space here. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhaling them back down and around. Starting to release some burdens, some tensions and stresses that have been building up that you're ready to let go of. Long, slow, deep breaths. One more time, circling those shoulders around and down and release it out. And then just shake the arms out here. Shaking tensions away from the shoulder joints through the finger joints. Beautiful. Good. Let's release that pillow out from under us. Just bring it within reach. We're going to ground our hands to the mat, walk the legs back, and we're going to come into our tabletop posture. We want to position ourselves here so our wrists are right beneath our elbows and our shoulders, and our knees are tracked right beneath our hips. And first, let's just lift that right knee off the ground and shake that right leg back. Shaking tensions and stresses away from the hip joint through the toe joints, and then ground that right leg back down, and then lift the left knee off the mat and shake it back. Shaking is one of the best ways to release trauma from the body. And if you add a smile to it, it's even more powerful. And let's ground the left leg down now here. And for a moment, we're just going to drop the head toward the earth. Slowly, slowly roll the head side to side. Shaking the head no, releasing tensions here from the neck muscles and from the upper back. Beautiful. And then coming back to center, having a look down at the space between your hands. As we begin to inhale, we're going to tilt the tailbone up toward the sky, relax the belly and ribcage toward the earth, and start to lift the heart up, broadening through the collarbones. Look up into cow pose. Exhale, we're going to start to round through the spine, so point the tailbone like an arrow toward the earth. Hug the belly muscles toward the spine, back of the heart rises toward the sky, and the crown of the head lowers toward the earth. Beautiful rounded cat pose. So we're going to inhale, arching and extending into the cow pose. Heart lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, rounding deep. This is one of the most beautiful movements for our spine, linked with our breath. One more time, inhale, arching, extending into cow pose. And exhale, round like a cat, curling up in the sun. Feel the pleasure of the stretch as you press the palms, the knees, the tops of the feet in toward the earth. Beautiful. And then come back into center here. Join the big toes together for a moment. Walk the knees a little bit more away from one another. As we inhale, we're going to shift the weight of the body slightly forward over our wrists. And as we exhale, we're going to sit the buttocks way back toward the heels. And just soften the upper body down for a moment here in our sweet extended child posture, Balasana. So maybe the forehead rests right on the earth. Maybe you need to put your pillow here to rest the head on. We just want to let go into this posture. Buttocks, sitting bones heavy as they ground toward the heels and toward the earth. And as you breathe deeply here, long, slow, deep breaths, feel your heart melting and softening towards the earth. Feel a relaxation through the shoulders. Make sure we're not gripping onto the ground so the fingers stay relaxed. Just another deep wave of inhalation, exhalation here in the child posture. Beautiful. Next inhale, lift your head off the ground or the pillow. Look forward. As we exhale, we're going to shift the weight of the body up and forward and come back into our neutral tabletop pose here. Good. As we inhale now, we're going to lift our right knee off the ground and swing that leg back and up as you look up and lift through the heart. And then as we exhale, we're going to bend that right knee, hug it in toward the right side of the chest, have the forehead come toward the knee here in contraction. Inhale, extending that right leg, lifting it up, gaze up. And exhale, rounding deep, knee toward the chest, head toward the knee. One more time, swing that right leg back and up on the inhalation, rise through your heart. And exhale, contracting, hugging everything into center here. Beautiful. Then we're just going to extend that right leg back, curl the toes under, press back through the heel, and then press powerfully into the ground with your arms and hands. We're going to lift that left knee off the ground and bring it back to toes are curled under here. So we're in a nice solid plank pose. Inhaling where you are, engage through the core. And then as we exhale, we're just going to bring the hips up toward the sky, ground and anchor your heels toward the earth in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Let's come into dancing the dog here. One knee bends as the opposite leg straightens. And with the leg that has the knee bending, we're going to roll right over the toes here to bring that stretch into the tops of the feet and through the shins. And so awakening here in a beautiful and powerful way through the root of the body, Muladhara, the root support. And then let's ground both heels down toward the earth. As we inhale, we're going to sweep that right leg back and up behind us into three-legged dog. As we exhale, we bend that right knee, stacking the right hip over the left, twisting through the upper body to the right. And take a big, juicy breath here as you open through the right side body. Breathing deeply into the right side of the waist, the right rib cage, and the right side of your lungs. And then let's come back to center here into three-legged dog, squaring off. And as we exhale, we're going to swing that right leg forward. Bring the knee, the right knee, toward the outer edge of your right wrist and slide and glide the left leg back. Beautiful. Come onto your fingertips here. Feel the rising through the spine. Inhaling at center. As we exhale, we're just going to look back behind the left shoulder here toward the left leg. Feel the twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, gazing back over the right shoulder. Feeling the twist here, opening through the left side body. Inhaling to center. Lift your heart up. Exhale. We're going to walk forward, step by step, softening down into our pigeon posture. And so maybe you want to just stack one fist on top of the other. Rest the forehead here, or maybe the forearms come to the ground. We just want to surrender the upper body here in pigeon posture. And closing the eyes. Releasing any external distractions and disturbances as we go within here and focus on our breathing. Focus on awareness of sensations, awareness of intensity in this posture. And when we feel intensity, we don't want to run away from it or shy away from it. We're going to breathe right into it and around it. Stay curious about it. Feel the hip, that right hip, breathing and expanding with you on the inhalation and softening and relaxing on the exhalation. We tend to hold a lot of emotional energy in our hips, so just be aware of any emotions that rise to the surface here, and let's give them space. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here in pigeon posture. Good. And then as we inhale, we're going to look forward. Exhale, walk back, step by step, back to center. And then we're just going to swing that left leg forward and around. And we're going to bring that left foot around to the outside of our right knee. So maybe you want to bring that right knee a little more in towards center here. The right heel is just toward the outer edge of that left hip. Grounded equally through both sitting bones. Let's inhale. Swing that left arm up and back and around. And ground the fingertips or ground the hand here close to the spine for support. And then we're just going to hug the right arm around the right knee and feel your body naturally come into a twist. Gazing back behind the left shoulder here. Beautiful. And I invite you to close the eyes again. Let your awareness soften and drop inside, right into the depths, to the depths of calm, to the depths of peace. Shoulders stay heavy away from the ears. As we inhale, we want to focus on elongating the spine a little deeper. Press the sitting bones into the earth. Let the crown rise up. And as we exhale, we spiral that left rib cage around and back, maybe a little deeper. And just watch the waves of inhalation and exhalation move through the purifying twist through your body. Releasing any negativity, releasing resentments, releasing anything that's holding you back from your highest, most vibrant self. Beautiful. Then let the body just unwind back to center here. We're going to swing the left leg back and around again, planting the hands on the earth in front of us. Curl the toes under with the left foot, and let's rise up here, sliding that right leg back and coming into our downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's walk the feet back a few baby steps. So we're going to bring a wider stance between our toes and our palms. And as we inhale now, we're going to shift the weight of the body forward and down. Lower your hips toward the earth, but keep them hovering here. And rise up into an upward dog, but with the toes curled under. Exhale, hips to the sky, heels ground to the earth. We're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, our upward facing dog. Heart lifting. Exhale, sitting bones to the sky, heels ground to the earth. And again, inhale, up dog. Feeling powerful through the movement and calm as well as you notice how you feel through every sensation. One more time. Inhale, upward dog, looking to the sky. Exhale, gazing to the earth. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's walk forward just a few baby steps here. Come into our regular stance for downward facing dog. As we inhale now, we're going to sweep our left leg up behind us, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend that left knee. Let the left hip rise over the right. Feel the twist through the body. Big, deep breath here. Breathing into the left side waist, left rib cage, left side of the lungs. Inhale, come back to center here, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, just going to swing that left leg forward. Left knee to the outside of the left wrist, and we're going to slide and glide that right leg back. And again, if you want, you can put a prop underneath the left buttock here to support you so we're not collapsing to the earth. On the fingertips here, rising up. Inhale at center. As we exhale, we're going to gaze back behind the right shoulder, looking toward the right leg, feeling the twist. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, gazing over the left shoulder. And again, feeling that twist opening through the right side body. Inhale, centered here. And then exhaling, walking, aware of each step as we move forward and we soften the belly, the rib cage, the heart towards the earth. And then we bow the forehead toward the ground here. Finding your position in the pigeon pose and closing the eyes. Going within with your awareness, with your consciousness, and following each wave, each ebb and flow of breath. Focusing awareness and attention now into the left hip. Feeling the left hip expand, open up on the inhalation, and feel it relax in towards center on the exhalation. And just give some space here as you breathe to notice what you're feeling. Give space to the thoughts, the emotions, any memories coming up. Just honoring how yoga helps open up new energies in the body, places where we become constricted or tight. Let everything flow a little deeper here. One more inhalation and exhalation. Beautiful. Then inhale, have a look forward here. Exhale, we're gonna walk step by step back, rising back up to center. And now we're just gonna swing that right leg forward, swing it around so the right foot comes to the outer edge of that left knee. Maybe you wanna bring the left knee a little more in towards center, left heel toward the outer edge of the right hip now. Grounded equally between both of your sitting bones. Inhale, right arm sweeps up and back and around. Exhale it as we ground the hand to the earth, supporting the back, supporting for the twist. And then we're just gonna hug the left arm around that right knee and feel how the body naturally twists to the right here. Gazing back behind your right shoulder. Shoulders heavy and relaxed here. Eyelids close. Follow the wave of inhalation, exhalation here as you breathe from your center. Feeling the twisting originating from the navel upward. And as we twist through the spine here, wringing out tensions, stresses, toxins from the body on every exhale. And on each new inhale, it's a fresh start, fresh new prana, fresh new life force, and fresh new possibilities. Let's take one more cycle of breath here. Inhale, rising tall through the spine. Exhale, spiraling deep. Good, and then just unwinding back to center. We're gonna swing that right leg back and around again. Plant the hands on the earth here. Curl the toes under with the right foot. We're gonna lift the hips up and just glide that left foot back, coming back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's dance the dog one more time, rolling right over those toes, grounding the opposite heel toward the earth. And maybe feeling a little more opening here through the root. Upper body stays nice and still. Beautiful. And then we're just gonna walk our feet forward step by step, walking toward that space between our hands, leaving the feet at hips width distance apart here, softening through the knees. Grab hold of either elbow and just surrender deeply through the upper body here into a version of Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And then slowly, when you're ready, when you feel balanced and centered with the feet grounded to the earth, we're gonna just start to straighten through the legs, but without locking the knees. And when you're ready, just swing the upper body gently like a pendulum, side to side. Surrendering, trusting the strength of the lower body, holding you up here so you get to swing side to side. Good. And then coming back to center here. Slowly releasing the arms, beginning to uncurl through the spine, rising up. Sweeping the arms up toward the heavens. And then exhale, bringing the arms forward here. Come up onto tiptoes. And then bending the knees, we're just gonna slowly squat our way down. Palms together just in front of the heart space. And then grounding the hands here. Sitting onto the buttocks and stretching your legs forward. And preparing for seated forward fold. This is where you might want your strap to help you here. So making sure the heels are just beyond the front edge of your mat. Spine is nice and tall. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms high up toward the sky. Arms are parallel to one another. Exhale, we're gonna dive forward, reaching as far as we can with a straight spine, and then round your way down, softening from the low back to the upper back, through the neck and through the head. If you want to use your strap, we're gonna bring the center of the strap around the balls of the feet, slightly tugging the toes toward the hips, relaxing through the forearms, the elbows, softening through the shoulders. And just resting here for a moment. We're gonna take about 5 to 7 deep, full breaths. This is called the intense Western stretch. Stretching through the full back of the body, through the backs of the legs, through the fullness of the spine. And see if there's any tension you're holding on to that you can let go of just a little deeper here. Releasing any unnecessary tensions. And feeling the ground holding you up lovingly. On every inhale, maybe feeling a little rising through the spine, and on every exhale, just a gentle wave of surrender, a gentle wave of release. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go. As you relax here into the posture, see if you can tap into your very heart, the very center of the heart. that impenetrable calm, the depths of your being. And let that be a resource for you that you get to bring to any of the waves that come to the surface. One more breath, deep inhale and exhale here. And then just release the strap if you have the strap, or let the hands come off the feet or the ankles, resting them on the shins or at the knees. Take an inhale where we are, and as we exhale, we're going to slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra. We're going to bring our hands back behind us, fingertips facing forward here. And simply on an inhale, open through the belly, through the ribcage, through the heart. Lift the heart toward the sky. Relax the head back. Just a little counter stretch here. And then coming back to center. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. As we exhale, tuck the tailbone under and in. Hug your belly muscles toward the spine. We're going to slowly lower down, resting the body on the earth here. Let's immediately hug our knees up toward the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins just below the knees and start to rock ever so gently from side to side. Giving a beautiful massage to that full length of the spinal column, softening through the paraspinal muscles. And giving a massage to the back of the heart space. Beautiful. Coming into center here and preparing for a final posture in this calm practice, Ananda Balasana, the blissful baby pose. So bringing the legs up here, bending through the knees, and grabbing hold around the outer edges of the feet, or grabbing the outer edges of the ankles. And we're just going to keep our elbows to the outsides of the shins here. We're going to start to bend our knees deeply down towards the armpit sockets and towards the earth. If you like, you can also roll a little bit side to side here, and then find your place at center. And closing the eyes, relaxing the shoulders nice and heavy towards the earth, and breathing deeply. And we're going to follow through about 5 deep cycles of inhalation and exhalation. If the mind wanders off somewhere else, just come back to the anchor of your breath. If mantra works for you, you can also bring in the So-Hum mantra here in the blissful baby pose as you inhale, silently repeating the sacred syllable So, S-O, and on the exhalation, silently repeating the sacred syllable Hum, H-U-M, Hum. Connecting deeply with the I Am presence within you. The light of the soul, and all the beautiful healing qualities that live in an infinite and unconditional way in your essence. So hum, lengthening the breath, deepening it here. So you feel that deep stretch through the hamstrings, into the glutes, through the hips. One more cycle of breath here. Beautiful. Let's hug the knees again in toward the chest. Rock it out side to side. Excellent. And then we're going to come into our Shavasana. So resting the arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up, or palms down if you want to ground a little deeper. And plant the feet on the ground. Slide each leg forward here, softening into your most comfortable position for our deep relaxation for Shavasana. Making any final movements or adjustments with the body so you can stay nice and still for a few moments. And closing the eyes. Let's take a few deep cleansing breaths here now. Inhaling in through the nostrils, exhaling out through the open mouth. Blowing the breath out or sighing it out as you feel your physical body melting just a little deeper into the support of the ground beneath you. There's nowhere to go right now, nothing to do. Just settle into yourself and witness the universe breathing itself through your body. You are the vessel. And after this next cleansing breath, softly closing the mouth, staying relaxed through the facial muscles, soft through the jaw. And begin to breathe long, slow, deep breaths from the very center of your body. The very center, core. Maybe that center feels like it's right in the heart space. Maybe it's more in the abdominal region. Just breathe from that center place and envision a beautiful flame of light, the light of peace. With every breath that you take, feel yourself nourishing that flame. So it begins to glow and be a little brighter. Breath by breath, beginning to feel the light of that peace, that healing peace, extending all through your physical body and into your auric field. So breathing that light of peace, penetrating deep into the marrow of the bones, penetrating deep into the muscles of your body, feeling that light shine through every cell and tissue, until you feel yourself simply breathing light and breathing peace. Keeping the eyes closed, feeling the physical body heavy, feeling your breath light and fluid. Taking a moment in gratitude for the miracle and the gift of your life, of each breath. And then slowly begin to wiggle toes and wiggle fingers for space, bringing a little movement back into the physical body. Stretch the arms up overhead, give the full body a really luscious stretch here. And then exhale, just relaxing every single muscle. And bending the knees here, rolling to one side and supporting yourself up. Coming back up to center. And then let's bring our pillow back under the buttocks here. Rising through the spine, opening through the hips and rounding through the knees. Beautiful. Let's just inhale, sweeping our arms up overhead. Exhaling, bringing the light to the mind space, to our thoughts. Bringing the light to the heart. Love and compassion from the heart space. Let's rest one hand over the other on top of the heart here. We'll come to completion with a variation on the calm heart breath from the Kundalini tradition. Shoulders are going to stay nice and heavy here. The chin is tucked in slightly toward the front of the throat. Crown of the head rising, sitting bones anchoring. Just take a long, deep inhalation here. Feel the heart rising into the palms. And then just pause for a moment, hold, and then exhaling really deep. Right to the very base of the valley of the exhalation. And then just pause for a second or two. And so we inhale deeply, filling with love, filling with compassion and kindness for ourselves, and hold. And then exhale deep, riding the wave of letting go. And pause. Just continue here for a few deep, full, calm heart breaths. Inhaling deep, suspending the breath just for a moment, and then exhaling really deep, long out breath, and hold again. Really nourished and nurtured from the depth of your being with the energy and the vibration of calm. After the next exhale, coming into just a natural wave of breath, palms joined together in front of the heart space. I honor you for taking this time and space for your practice, for nourishing your sense of calm and peace. Namaste. The light within me bows to and honors the bright and beautiful light within you. Our lights are one.